Hello and welcome back to the second episode of Chronicles, where we explore lesser-known world conflicts. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're exploring the Rhodesian Bush War, a 15-year-long conflict that took place in present-day Zimbabwe between 1964 and 1979. The Rhodesian Bush War was a complex conflict that involved multiple factions, each with their own agendas and sources of funding. The conflict was fought between the predominantly white minority government of Rhodesia and various black nationalist groups who sought to overthrow the government and establish a black majority-ruled government. The Rhodesian government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Ian Smith, declared independence from Britain in 1965. This was in response to Britain's insistence that Rhodesia adopt a system of majority rule. The black nationalist groups, on the other hand, demanded an immediate end to white rule. The conflict was characterized by brutal violence, with both sides resorting to tactics such as ambushes, landmines, and assassinations. The Rhodesian government also implemented a policy of forced relocation, moving black communities into designated areas to deny the nationalist groups their support base. Despite being outnumbered and facing resource limitations, the Rhodesian forces displayed great courage and resilience in their defense of the country. They employed various tactics to counter the guerrilla threat, including utilizing their knowledge of the terrain, conducting intelligence operations, and implementing aggressive patrols and ambushes. The Rhodesian security forces, which included the Rhodesian Army, Rhodesian Air Force, and Rhodesian security forces, were often engaged in intense and protracted battles against the guerrilla groups. They demonstrated skill, adaptability, and a deep commitment to protecting their country. Moreover, the Rhodesian forces established a strong sense of camaraderie and esprit de corps among their ranks, which played a vital role in their ability to sustain the fight. Many soldiers displayed exceptional bravery, engaging in daring missions and showing remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. The Rhodesian army was well equipped, with a mix of Western and Soviet bloc weaponry, including rifles, machine guns, mortars, and artillery. They also had access to air support and armored vehicles. The terrorist groups, on the other hand, relied mostly on small arms, including rifles, grenades, and homemade explosives. Foreign involvement was a significant factor in the conflict. The Rhodesian government was primarily supported by South Africa, who saw the conflict as an opportunity to maintain white minority rule in southern Africa. They provided military support, including weapons and training, to the Rhodesian army. On the other hand, the Soviet Union provided support to the black nationalist groups, including training, arms, and funding. China and other communist countries also provided support to various factions within the nationalist groups. The conflict resulted in the deaths of an estimated 30,000 people and displaced millions more. It also had significant political and economic consequences, leading to the establishment of a new government in Zimbabwe. However, the legacy of the conflict is still felt in Zimbabwe and the wider region today, with ongoing debates about land ownership, racial inequality, and political instability. In conclusion, the Rhodesian Bush War was a complex conflict that had far-reaching consequences for southern Africa. It was a struggle between opposing ideologies and a fight for control over resources and power. The conflict was characterized by brutal violence, corruption, and foreign interference, and its legacy is still felt in Zimbabwe and the wider region today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on world conflicts.